I was reborn back to when I was 10 years old. My parents were in the middle of negotiating a divorce. The first thing I did was force my parents to sign the divorce agreement. I abandoned my financially well-off father. I resolutely chose to live with my poor mother instead. That was because in my previous life, I had been too young when my parents divorced. I had been coaxed by my father into staying with him. I had thought I would live a comfortable life. But when I grew up and unfortunately fell seriously ill, my father and stepmother not only refused to pay for my treatment, they also forced me to sign a property transfer agreement. It was not until I was on my deathbed that I learned my mother had been funding my education all these years. I died filled with endless regret. Perhaps heaven took pity on me and let me be reborn on the day my parents divorced. This time, I swore I would change both my fate and my mother's. I immediately forced my parents to divorce and kicked my father out. My mother was deeply moved by my maturity and used all her savings to pay my tuition. However, instead of listening to my mother, I took that money straight to the stock exchange. I bought a stock that had plunged sharply. At that moment, a wealthy man noticed my actions. He quickly advised me to calm down and said the stock had no chance of recovery. He told me to sell it immediately and go back to school. But I seized the opportunity and proposed a bet to him. I said that if the stock surged later, he would have to go on a date with my mother. That was because I needed a handsome and wealthy stepfather to fund my plan to change my destiny. The rich man confidently accepted the bet. At that moment, my mother rushed into the stock exchange in a panic. When she saw that I had used my tuition money to buy stocks, she was furious. But I only told her to relax. I said we would make a huge profit within 10 minutes. To my surprise, my vicious father also showed up. He had already found a rich woman. The two of them deliberately flaunted their affection in front of my mother. They mocked my mother, saying she was destined to be poor for life. My usually kind mother was instantly enraged. She then proposed a bet to the two of them as well. The rich woman gladly accepted it. She even threatened that if the stock did not rise within 3 minutes, my mother would have to serve her like a slave for the rest of her life. However, as time passed second by second, the stock I bought kept falling. The rich man accused me of causing a huge disaster and dragging my mother into trouble. But I remained completely calm, because I clearly knew that this stock would suddenly skyrocket in the final 10 minutes.